Today we're going to talk about wellness plans. The students from 4th grade through 8th grade are going to be implementing this through their classrooms, and each student will have their own plans. We're going to talk a little bit about background. Why are we even talking about wellness plans? Well, the practice of safety planning comes out of work with domestic violence and trauma victims from a researcher named Dr. Sandra Bloom. And not everyone has trauma, but everyone feels overwhelming emotions, and we carry those overwhelming emotions with us as emotional baggage, and that we take into everyday relationships, like with our teachers and with our students, with our parents and with our children. And as a school at Corpus Christi, we are moving towards being an emotionally intelligent and a kinder and gentler, more focused school. And so how do we do that to stay calm and kind with each other throughout the school day as we use a wellness plan? The difference between self-care and a wellness plan is that plans should be for in the moment versus overall self-care. Self-care is preventative, where this wellness plan will be reactive. We should have self-care plans, yes, and that's another topic for another day. But our wellness plan is to help us when we are feeling overwhelmed to be able to stay calm and kind. So what is a wellness plan? It's a list of simple activities that a person can choose when feeling overwhelmed, unsafe, or out of control. Things that you can do anywhere or anytime without embarrassment. So students will most likely need wellness plans for home as well as school, because things like journaling, while extremely healthy and helpful, are not helpful when we're supposed to be taking a test. So we have to find things that will work within the moment in the classroom as well as within the moment at home. The purpose of the plan is to assist an individual in achieving increasing levels of skill in regulating their own emotions. So what can go on a plan? Each plan is individualized. What calms me down might not calm you down, so we ask that the students come up with their own ideas. We'll work with them in class to help them come up with some things that are calming, but not everyone's is going to look the same. We want healthy choices. For adult wellness plans, we often say things like a glass of wine unfortunately shouldn't be on the list, even though it feels really good at the end of the day. We want to make sure that we're not doing anything self-injurious or self-destructive. So things like shopping when you don't have the money can end up being self-destructive. So while shopping might be fun, it does not go to our overall wellness. Things that we can do in the moment and across settings, things like progressive muscle relaxation, deep breathing, writing it down in a journal. It can include some setting-specific options, like I said, for school. If the journaling is not going to work during the day, then maybe keeping index cards full of notes versus a journal. So how can this help the students? This is an alternative to classroom disruptions or fights within with our kids or with our spouses. So we want to minimize classroom disruptions. We want to minimize fights amongst children and amongst staff, and we don't want to take stress home from school to home. So we are looking for a way for students to be able to plan in order to remain calm and not carry that baggage throughout the rest of their day. So how do we support each other in using our plan? Well, one, we ask each other where our plans are, if we're using them, and what we can do to help or support them in using the items on their plan. And if the plan isn't working, to change the plan to something that would work. Throughout the school year, we're going to be visiting classes and having students pick healthy choices to put on their plans. And then as parents, we're asking you at home to model behavior, make your own wellness plan. If you have questions about how to do that, you can contact me at school through my email, or we can set up a meeting for us to make a plan together.